Welcome back, Shalligators. Today we are going to talk about in-laws. Yay! Meeting the parents, dealing with a guy's mother, and how to make this process go as smoothly as possible. Because Kylie Jenner recently met the fam of her boyfriend, TIMOTHEE'S Chalamet. 100 pounds of pure menace. No, I know he doesn't talk like that. I am into this couple. Now, it took me a very long time to get on board because it seemed like it would be like having sex with a chair. Anyway, I'm here now. I'm on board now. And she recently met Timothy's mother. So we're going to break down what his mom had to say about Kylie. It's a big deal, right? Really big deal to meet the fam. Or is it? There's a lot of complicated dynamics about meeting your boyfriend's or husband's family or whatever. I'm going to walk you through some of it. This is something that we could literally do a course on. We could do 500 videos on dealing with in-laws. So we're going to touch on the top things. When to meet the parents, right? How to make the best possible impression, and some top line tips on what to do if you think they don't like you. What is going on in their mind and what can you do to make it as good as possible? Before we get into it, first, yes, I have new extensions. I'm so excited. Yay! They're mine because I bought them. Second of all, we have 2 new trips, you guys. So if you watched my Amalfi trip last summer and you're like, damn it, that looks so much fun. It was, okay? And now we are doing it again. We were going to the French Riviera, Nice, Cannes, Monaco, Cap d'Antibes, as a little place called Billionaire's Bay. Time to find our next ex-husbands. And it's just gonna be so much amazing sisterhood. We've got a professional photographer, beach clubs, everything that you're imagining. Yes, it's that. So the trip is already half full. It's selling out like hotcakes. So click down below to get connected with one of our little travel specialists. Also, brand new trip. We are going back to Italy. You guys, this is my only Italy trip of the year. We are going to Rome, Tuscany, and Florence. It's the same trip we did last fall, which was, I don't think we've ever had a group bond like that. It was just so incredibly special and warm and close and it's just sophisticated. And we went to all these little local hotspots and these Italian eateries and the grandmother came out and these were her recipes. And we went to the Vatican. And speaking of the Vatican, okay, do you know what the Jubilee is? Okay, every 25 years, these giant golden doors in the Vatican are opened. And when you pass through the doors, you are absolved of your sins. It's a huge time for pilgrims to come to the Vatican. It's huge. And it truly can, it's more than once in a lifetime, but not a lot of times in a lifetime. And to have a new pope in a Jubilee year is never unbelievable. So I personally am very excited to go to Rome and to the Vatican to see this and pass through the doors myself. So if that is something that's up your alley, come. I will curate this whole trip for you. You're going to meet your new best friends. Plus, yeah, we're going to go to all the Roman highlight hotspots. Florence is an incredible, truly one of the best cities in the entire world for art, culture, food, shopping. Dude, the shopping in Florence is better than anywhere in the world. And then Tuscany, beautiful farms, rolling hills, homemade pasta that we make ourselves. It's just going to be incredible. So if you love history, if you love art, that is the trip for you. If you want the jet set glam experience, come to the south of France. But your new best friends are waiting. The trip of a lifetime is waiting. You deserve this. You show up for everyone else. It's time to show up for yourself. Okay, speaking of showing up, Kylie showed up to meet the fam. So Kylie and Timothy have been dating, I don't know, whatever, a while. He's 29, she's 27. Dude, she is so young. 2 kids. I know that her kids didn't pop out of nowhere, but I still am having trouble getting on board with the fact that she's a 2-time mom. That's wild. That's wild. Also, I mentioned this on my Instagram. Who in the hell is out here drinking her canned alcohol Sprinter? I don't even know what it is. Vodka soda? Who fucking cares? I love it when celebs are like, I'm going to make a canned vodka soda. Do you think the humans are incapable of making their own vodka sodas? 2 ingredients. The ingredients are in the name. It's not it's a canned dirty martini or it's a canned margarita that yeah, you can't bring this anywhere. I can bring vodka and I can bring soda. I can also order this every place basically outside of McDonald's and Arby's. I just, and it's is she a big drinker? It just seems like such a weird business. And same with Chloe coming out with her protein popcorn? Answering the question not one person asked. Like, she's great at Good American. Kylie is great at her cosmetics. Let's just stick there. Tell me in the comments below, what celeb products do you actually use? I used to use Fenty. It like gets into your pores and does not come out. I did not like it at all. But it's great. It's a lot of great colors. A lot of people were saying Selena Gomez's line, you fucking traitors. This is Rhode lip gloss. I love Hailey's line. Yeah, tell me what else you guys use. Does anyone drink 818 tequila? I'm not going to believe you. I'm not going to believe you. I'm not going to believe you. Okay, so she meets the parents. She meets Nicole Flender. No, she's like an American chick. So Nicole Flender. It's so funny. I don't think of Nicole as like a mom name. You know, I think of like Carol, Linda, Deb. Like, no, I don't know. So this is what she said. I have to say, she's lovely. She's very nice to me. That's all she said. But I love this. So Carol is no fucking joke. She's a big New York real estate agent. And she was saying that Timothy called her up and was like, hey, guess what? I bought a house. Did he ask for my advice? No. He bought like an $11 million house. But that's kids, right? And they seem to have a close relationship. They seem really cute. Like, I think that he's got a good family. He seems close to his sister. Like, he just seems well adjusted. She also obviously is a big family person, super close to her family. And you know, that's kind of the nature of fame. Like, the more famous you get, the smaller your circle gets. You can't just go and meet a girl at like yoga class and she's your bestie now. It's like, you don't have that luxury. So the people you have, it's very important. And I'm sure that they see that in one another. Like, oh, you are close with your family. I am too. You get what that means. I get what that means. So let's talk about meeting the fam. I think that Kylie probably makes a great impression. She seems really sweet, like benign. My biggest indictment of Kylie is she seems fucking boring because I don't know how much of a personality she has on her own. Because when in those crucial years when you need to develop your core of self-esteem, she went to the doctor. You know, instead of developing the resiliency to be like, hey, I have small lips, fucking die mad about it, Jaden Smith. She just fixed it. Same with her hips, her ass, her tits, or whatever. That made her, for a very long time, extremely susceptible to predators. By the way, I think Timothy's a predator, but like in the way I like. I always picture him like seducing his mom's friends, you know, with like his arms behind his back. You know how he stands just like, hey, like kind of like bent over at the waist, like, hey, Mrs. Abernathy, you look really good in that pickleball outfit. How about I make you girls some margaritas after your game? You're going to work up a sweat. I can see it. Can't you see it? Good for him. Good for you, Timothy. I mean, he's French. Like, it's French. Anywho, I think Kylie makes a great impression. When should you meet the parents? So here's what I think a lot of us forget about family. Everyone's is different. Name this quote. Every happy family is the same, but every unhappy family is unhappy in their own way. What's that from? You're my favorite if you know. It's true. Like, families are extremely complicated and everyone's relationship with their family is extremely complicated. And so that means when they feel comfortable introducing you to family is also going to be just as complicated. For some people, it's no big deal. It's like, oh yeah, this is my mom, this is my dad, these are my sisters, whatever. It's no big deal. Other people, it's a huge deal to meet the friends or the sister or the kids or whatever it is. It is up to you as the girlfriend to kind of get a sense of like the hierarchy, the ranking, right? And truly like hear what that means. Because if you're like, oh my God, you guys, I met his mom, it was only the third date. That might not mean very much to him. His mom might be like, oh, hey, what's up? Like that just might not be a big deal to have that person get introduced to the family. It might be a huge deal for you to meet his boss or his coworkers. Like that might be the ecosystem where the pressure occurs. And that's what it is. Where is the ecosystem with the pressure? AKA the judgments and the making fun, right? Is it you're going to meet the other firefighter friends that he works with? You're going to meet the frat guys. You're going to meet the pickleball team. Like what is that? Really try to get this information from a guy. Like, hey, if you have a bad day, who's like the first person you want to tell? If it's his mom, great. Then you might have a shot at like meeting her pretty fast. Could mean that he's a little like umbilically tied to the mom. Boy, mom. Oh my God. Okay, we have to talk about boy moms. What is with them? And listen, you yourself might be a boy mom. Are you weird? Are you being weird? The Amy Schumer bit, I don't know if you've ever heard this. I almost peed and threw up at the same time because I was laughing so hard. She's like, I met my boyfriend's parents and she was great, but it's every time you meet the mom, it's always this vibe of, oh, I thought I was gonna fuck him. No, you guys go ahead. You go to the movies. Go ahead. I thought I was gonna fuck him, but okay. Is this not the truth? Like, is this not the truth? Like the weird love boy moms have. And it's like they've got a crush on their own son. And who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? And I get it. I watch my friends who have sons and they're not even my kids. I picture like, oh my God, like he's going to have this girlfriend coming along in like a few years. And then it's going to be like mom is like persona non grata. Like, I raised you. I gave you everything. I gave you everything that you're wearing, in fact, and I also pay for that phone that you're sexting on. But this girl is making the rules now. She's deciding whether or not you can come to family dinner. She's deciding what? I can't imagine. And so I think we really need to be cognizant of that when we go into their territory. It's tough because you don't want to you want to be respectful, but not without boundaries. You want to like kiss the ring, That's how I approach moms. Like, you're the Pope, but I'm the Queen. You rule the Vatican and all the light touches, but I have a kingdom and I am the queen of my own kingdom. My kingdom is me, first and foremost, and now your son is within my kingdom and I will fucking rule him with an iron fist, all right? But I am deferential to the mom. Here's what I do. I bring presents. Plural. I bring a present for the mom. I bring a bouquet of flowers and I bring them in a vase. All right. When you bring flowers to someone and they're not in a vase, you are bringing someone labor. Clipping and and maybe they have it. Just bring it in a vase. So all they have to do is set them out and be like, right? And just say, I don't know if this is your style of vase, but listen, girl, I know that you do enough around here. I didn't want you spending 15 minutes arranging and clipping flowers. What does that tell her? Number one, I don't know your style, but I want to know. Number two, I acknowledge that you are the Pope around here, okay? You're responsible for saving all these souls. You do enough. I am here to help you. I am here to take something off your plate. That thing is your son. But like, kinda. I want to position my role in this family as not, I'm an interloper and I'm going to snatch someone away from you. No. Honey, I'm taking something off your hands. Him, I'll buy his shirts. Well, I'm not going to buy him. I'll tell him what to buy. I'll make sure that he, gets the oil change his car, whatever. Like, I will take some of this labor. You don't have to watch him like a hawk. I'm here now. And I understand what this sounds like. Where it's like, oh, let me parent your son. Like, of course, that's not the dynamic we want with our boyfriends, but from the lens of mom, that is what she wants to see us as, a caretaker for her precious baby. Not a thing that's going to like stress him out and disrupt him from his work and divide him from the family and take him away from Jesus or whatever. Her mission, keep my son alive, make him happy, feed him, You want to position yourself as like, oh, I'm right in this lane with you. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to fucking parent your child. He's a grown-ass man. He's comparing me. He's daddy. I'm baby girl. We're positioning ourselves thusly because first impressions mean a lot. okay? And if you can cement in her mind, this girl's a helper. She is part of the family mission to make Shane the best Shane he can be. Okay? Amazing, right? She's going to be more likely to be on your side. In a time of conflict, she's going to be like, Shane, she is on your fucking team. She's on all of our team. You're the one with the problem. I have watched this play out over and over again with my boyfriends. I am very good at ingratiating myself with family. And not to be fake, like I have a small, it's just me and my mom. Like when I date someone, a big family is a huge bonus for me. And a lot of times, I know we know what this is like. You fall for the family as much as you fall for the guy. And a lot of times you stick around because you don't want to leave the family. That's tough. That's really, really tough. You know, you love the family. And they like will kind of gaslight you to keep you around because you're useful. Anyway. Okay, so you're going to bring presents. You're going to be present for the mom. You're going to bring like something just for her. A hand cream, a little body spray, like something that is indulgent for her that says, I see you as a woman. You're not just the mom. You're Jackie, okay? You're the woman. Then you're going to bring something for the house. What I like to bring is a charcuterie board. Get them at TJ Maxx. They're like $20. Fill it. So I'm bringing the charcuterie board with the cheese and everything. And then they just keep the board. Like get one in the shape of the state, or like if they have a wiener dog, make it a wiener dog shape or something like that. And it's for the house, okay? Then I get something for the wiener dog. Oh, girl. If you want to get your hooks in a family, you bring something for the wiener dog, okay? Or the parakeet or the cat or the pet alligator or whatever the fuck these people keep in their home. You bring something for it. You want even more bonus points? Take your ass to Etsy. That's what you do. And you buy like a custom Christmas ornament, okay? Why a Christmas ornament? Now, it's got to be... It might be a little early to do that now. Might be a little early to do that now. I would say anytime after June and you're meeting the parents, get a Christmas ornament. Why? Because you are telling her subtly, I'm going to be here at Christmas. And if for some fucking reason you're not, she's going to pull that out and she's going to be like, oh, Henry, do you remember when Olivia gave us it? What is she up to? What did you do? What did you do? You're getting her on the side. Nothing I do is without a motive, people. Nothing I do. But get something like custom-y, like for the wiener dog, okay? Or the parakeet, whatever. Bring something for them. If this is being sprung upon you, go to the pet store and get something, whatever. But if you can have a little like lead time, right? Or if they don't have any pets, what is her pet? Is it her car? Is it pickleball? Is it her yoga class? Is it travel? Is it Jesus? Is it casseroles? Like, what do these people like? What do these people like? You're cluing in, right? This also is going to tell the family, I'm not here to change you guys. I am looking what your languages are, and here I am speaking them. I speak wiener dog. I speak parakeet. Yeah, I do. That is also going to take you very far because every family thinks of themselves as a team, right? Even if it's a family of two people, even if it's a family of one person, like, and every team has their way of doing something. They have their own little individual culture, their own traditions. Nobody wants someone coming in and disrupting that. You can maybe add to it. You're not going to take away from it. No, we have dinner every Sunday. No, this is how we celebrate Ramadan. No, this is how we do this. You can do something different. You can maybe add on, you can sprinkle on that. But you're not going to like erode that. And by you acknowledging what their languages are, the parakeets and the wiener dogs, you are saying, I get what's important to you. I want it to, I am promoting this. I fucking love it. I want to be a part of this wiener dog ecosystem around here. Okay, wiener me up. This is all going to be very important. And you know what? I really don't believe it's ever too late to start doing this. It's never too late to bribe and manipulate. That's what I've learned. But let's say that you're going into a family and you're like, they're weird as fuck, Shallon. Okay, and I hate them. They probably hate you too. Hate's very rarely a one-way street. You know, if you're that different, they don't understand you either. I watch my friends who are married deal with this. One of my best friends, it's not even her in-laws, it's like the ex-wife. Yes. And I'm like, finally, I'm like, this is never going to change. The dynamic between him and the ex, it's never going to change. Him and the family, they're never going to change. Okay. This family, all these people have not just been sitting around twiddling their thumbs, waiting for someone to come in and change them and show them how to be. That is not how it works. Are you sitting around waiting for someone to come into your life and your family and your ecosystem and just shake it up and tell you all the ways you're doing things wrong? No. Yeah, you want someone to like broaden your horizons, refine you a little bit, but like, do you appreciate someone coming into your space and be like, this is all fucking wrong? No, I don't. Okay. So if you go in there with that attitude, I know, even if it's right, because you probably are right. I believe that you are right. I know. But it's peace versus victory. This is the blending. If you want to live a life of just victory, you're right. The people I know who are like that, I'm gonna maybe put myself historic. I perhaps have a history of wanting to be right a lot. But my friends who are still on this tip, who like, nope, they're right. You know what they are? They're alone. And I mean chronically alone. They don't date anyone because they can't compromise. You don't align with me politically, religiously, fuck you. Well, it's actually, you're going to go fuck yourself because no one is happy. The sex. Okay. You want to blend your life with someone. Let me introduce you to your best friend. And that best friend is compromise. That best friend is picking your motherfucking battles. Okay. But what do I always say about picking your battles? Pick. Have things you're like, I am absolutely not doing this. Okay. I'm not doing this. And one of my battles when I was married was Christmas. And it wasn't a battle, but it was a deal breaker that I was like, I will not compromise on this. I will not spend Christmas not with my mom and my grandmother. Like, I just won't. Our family's too small. It means too much. They literally cry. They're not criers. I'm not doing it. And if that means, babe, you and I have to spend Christmases apart, so fucking be it. We live together. If that means we all have Christmas in one place together and we figure out what that looks like, so be it. But this is my line in the sand. I will spend my birthday, Easter, Valentine, whatever. But this is just what it is. But you have to know what these deal breakers are. And the worst thing we can do in a relationship is try to figure them out on the fly. Because once we feel like encroached upon, like someone isn't respecting us, then suddenly everything's a deal breaker. Suddenly everything's a boundary, right? Because we're in this inflamed state. It's a psychological sunburn where you feel wounded or disrespected, and then everything's disrespect. When it might not be. It might be, but it might not be. But you don't know what is and what isn't disrespect unless you yourself take some time to define that. Like, hey, I will go and visit your family as much as you want. We are not sleeping in the basement. We are getting a hotel. I will not be up until 3 a.m. rambling around with drunk Uncle Marty and Aunt Phyllis in the backyard. You do whatever you want. I'm going to go home and read my slutty fairy porn. Okay? That's what I'm going to go back to the hotel and do. That's the compromise. And then if someone's like, oh, you've been a stick in the mud, you won't come with Uncle Marty, then you can say, this does feel disrespectful. Because I feel like I've been plenty flexible and whatever. I told you my hard out was 9 p.m. to go read my fairy porn. Why is this boundary not being respected? But you have to know that. And you cannot assume everyone else is going to, number one, have any concept of your own boundaries. They're so individual. Do they know your favorite color? And respect your boundaries enough to defend them for you. Hey, you guys, whoa. It's 9. Hannah's got to go read her fairy porn. Bye, Hannah. Yeah, everyone settle down. Bye. It's up to you to say it's fairy porn o'clock, okay? That's up to you. So if you were early on a relationship, I want you to, listen, you're probably on Pinterest looking up the fucking engagement rings. Why don't you do some actual work about the future and say, Where am I willing to compromise? Is it a prenup? Is it a family dinner? Is it a religion? Is it how we raise our kids? And if you're looking at the list, you're like, I'm not compromising on anything. Good luck. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, would you want to marry that person? Would you want to marry you? If you had a son, would you want you walking through the door? This is all stupid. You guys are dysfunctional. Even if they are, girl. Even if they are, okay? Even if they are. I got off track when I was talking about my friend and her relationship with like the ex-wife and everything. And I said, I want you to assume that this dynamic is carved into stone. That it is never, ever, ever going to change. It might change by 5%, 10%. But let's assume it's never going to change. Let's assume the best predictor of the future is in fact the past. Let's assume the data will keep on dating. And this is what you're marrying into, girl. Because they're engaged now. Is this okay? If this is a tattoo, is this okay? And there is no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. If you're like, no, I can't handle this, that's fine. That's fine, but you need to acknowledge that. The consequence of an intolerable situation is not, I stick around and I torture them and myself forever. And I scream and I rant and I rage and I spike my cortisol and I hate everyone. That's not the consequence of an intolerable situation. The consequence is I leave. I leave. I go do the big brave thing and I fucking leave. Okay? Even if we have a kid, even if we have a house, I leave. But you have to know, is it or is it not intolerable, right? And if you're like, at the end of the day, it's like, no, I can like tolerate his dad. I can tolerate his dad. Then tolerate it, okay? Then tolerate it. The more you rant, the more you nag, the more you pick, the more passive aggressive. What is this doing for you? If you have accepted, I can handle this, then fucking handle it. Then handle it. But you have another option, which is I can't handle it. Then you need to do the big girl thing. And you gotta go. You gotta go. All right? Let's wind it back. Let's wind it all the way back to how you impress these people. Because I'm gonna assume that you're dating someone with a wonderful family. That's what I want to assume, okay? Another thing you want to do to impress is help them clean up. Help mom clean up, okay? Do you need help? She's gonna say no. Just get up. When you see her clearing the table, you get up and you help clear the table also, okay? And don't have this attitude, well, I'm the guest. Okay, listen, fine, all right. You're the guest. What's your ultimate goal here? It's to no longer be treated like a guest. It's to be treated like one of the family. If you want to stay in guest mode where everyone's waiting on you hand and foot and deferring to you all the time, guess what? Guests leave. And sometimes they don't get invited back, okay? There's a surface level. There's a discomfort that you have having a guest because it's not family, it's an outsider. If you want to stay in that mode, by all means, sit your ass in that chair while she's clearing the kitchen and doing things. Absolutely, okay? And here's something you're not gonna do. Meeting the family or meeting the coworker, whatever the family is, right? Whatever the big group is, the other firefighters, the coworkers, the frat bros, the fantasy football, whatever. This is not your time to come in and, number one, like we said, clean it up. Oh, you guys play ultimate frisbee? Well, you're fat. This isn't a real sport. Have any of you guys even had sex with a woman? It's not the time for that. Even though you're right. None of these situations are the time for you to workshop whatever your agenda is, okay? And my friends, remember I said my friends who are like, they're alone because they have to be right? Every situation is the time for them to workshop whatever their bizarre agenda happens to be. And 9 times out of 10, it's fucking politics, okay? It's fucking politics. But my views are right. Shut up, dude, shut up. Like, do you understand that everyone thinks that? Like literally everyone thinks that. And so to fight about it at the detriment to your own personal life, and if it comes up, if you're like, I'm not the one bringing it up, you need to get up and this is the perfect time to clear the table. Go wash your hands. Wash them again. Do you know what I have done before to get out of things? I will purposely put my hand in something sticky. I'll like put a dollop of mustard on my plate and just set my hand. Oh, what? Mustard on my hand? I just washed my hands. Here I go. I just get the fuck out of there. Okay? That's why they call it, you have to dip. You literally dip your hand in something, an actual ranch dressing dip, and then you go. Okay? Even if you have a great statistic to bust out, even if you're right, this is not the time. Because what do you want? Peace or victory? Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Are you trying to craft a relationship where you're the fucking dictator? Or are you trying to ingratiate yourself into a family so that you feel part of it? There is time to squabble down the line. There is. When you're first meeting the parents, this isn't it. Again, would you want you walking through the door? Would you want you walking through the door? Because if you come through the door, guns a-blazing about immigration or RFK, you're like the weird goth cousin who just can't play ball at a family gathering. They're in their weird outfit, just the contrarian. That's you, dude. And you know what? Eventually, that man will leave. Okay? You also don't want to get into a Prince Harry situation. This is the last point that I'll make. One reason I hate Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, well, I hate Meghan Markle for a variety of reasons, but the defense of Meghan Markle, aside from just literally playing the race card, which is the cheapest, most non-argument ever, it's the stupidest. And I just feel so sorry for people who defend her and just play the race card. Because it's like, are you that easily bamboozled? Like, you literally don't pay attention to anyone's behavior. All you're seeing is race. Girl, come on. That makes you a very easy target for manipulative people like her. Yeah, I don't defend every white person. I don't defend every female at all. Fuck you. I don't defend every influencer. Content of the character. Martin Luther King said that. What the big defense of Meghan is like, well, she should have isolated Harry. His family was toxic. That is not her job. That's not a woman's job. That's not your job. That's not my job. My job, again, is not to walk through that door. Well, look at all the stuff we got to clean up. You know whose job that is? His. That's his job. That's his job. And a pussy-ass man is going to hold you up like a human shield. It's not me not wanting to come to dinner, Mom. No, it's Shallon. It's Shallon. Shoot at her. That's a bitch of a man. That's a trick bitch man who's going to let you take the bullet for something he needs to be doing, standing up to his mother. Hey, you know what? It's actually not Shallon who didn't want to come to Thanksgiving. It's me. And I really like her family. This was the situation in my marriage. I was always like, go see your family. That's fine. Like, we don't have to spend every single holiday together. Like, don't hurt your family to spend a time with me. Again, we live together. It's okay. But he didn't want to. He would rather be with my family, but they blamed me because he was not standing up to them and saying, this is not a Shallon thing. This is a you guys thing. This is I don't want to drive 6 hours and sleep in the basement and be ignored and get talked down to because we don't have any kids. Like, he wasn't saying that. I took all the slings and arrows. His family resented me. I resented them. Then I resented him. It was just all bad. It was all bad. So you need to be very aware of, like, is your man using you as a scapegoat? Mm-mm. And then when you turn around, you're like, what the fuck? Why doesn't your mom like me? You need to fix this. He's like, that's crazy. I don't know. That's a bitch. That's a bitch of a man. And I don't think that that's fair for you. Okay? You are not the cleanup crew for someone else's family. Yeah, I know. Even if, number one, they need cleaning up. And number two, if they just listened to you, they would be happier and things would be more functional. Okay? If you truly believe that you can exact positive change on a family, That is a marathon, girl. That's not a sprint. That is not what you try to workshop the first few months. Honestly, even the first few years. It isn't. This is a whole separate topic to get into. This is a video about how to make a good impression initially. So yeah. Presence, wiener dog language, help mom, leave whatever your agenda is, even if it's right. I get it. Leave it at the door. Leave it at the door. You are here to increase vibes, decrease friction. If you want more info on that, I know this sounds unrelated. Watch my recent video it's called Hell is a Girls Trip. Like the thumbnail says, Hell is a Girls Trip. It's about White Lotus. It's about how to have a fun girls trip, because the Venn overlap is unmistakable. You're there to increase vibes, decrease friction. It's very important though, in both situations, you understand what your deal breakers are. I am not doing a sunrise hike. I am not missing Christmas. If you don't know these things, okay, then everything is going to feel like disrespect because you don't know where the line of the fence is. And that's up to you to decide. That is not for his family to decide on your behalf or like magically intuit and then also defend your boundaries for you. Girl, cut it out. Cut it out, okay? Would you want you to walk through the door? Let me know what you guys have to say. What have you done to really impress a parent, right? And have you been able to turn it around? Like if it was like, oh, we got off to a bit of a rocky start, have you been able to turn it around? And also, if you just need to rant about a mom, this is the place. This is the place. A better place though is the Shallon Entourage. We have a whole family chat, like 35 group chats, 5 different videos a week. And we talk a lot about in-laws. We talk a lot about in-laws and all sorts of tips and tricks. And sometimes in the group chat, we'll be ranting about someone and someone's like, you just got to let this one go. Like, this is just the L. And they're like, okay. Okay. So we give each other really good advice. Also, if you want some sisterhood IRL, like I said, we have 2 trips. It's my only 2 trips for the rest of the year. The French Riviera in September, and then Rome, Tuscany, Florence in mid-November. The weather's gonna be perfect for both of these. Like, I love Rome in the fall. Italy in the fall is, it's gonna be just like light jacket weather. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. And for the French Riviera in September, we'll still be able to swim in the sea, still be in cute little dresses. A lot of the tourists will have cleared out, but everything's still open. And basically it's like the richy rich local and like, it's not just like the dumpy tourists dumping around. It's like the elite who are in these areas at that time. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Nothing I do is an accident. I don't plan things accidentally. I don't just pick these times willy-nilly. I got you. These are trips once in a lifetime. Come meet the best friends, come level up. Okay. And come reset the bar for yourself in terms of what you deserve and what you're going to accept and the experiences in your life. Like I said, you show up for everyone else. Bachelorettes, work projects, baby showers, show up for yourself. This is for you. And we've got payment plans for both of these trips so they're more accessible than ever. All right, ladies, I will see you later. I'll see you later, Shallon. Mwah!